Hey, I'm locked back in the bathroom again. Alexander, let me see if I can try to explain what I'm thinking here. I'm not saying I'm right. I am just trying to understand the story too. And so when I think about it from the beginning, from what it sounds like in the Bible, we all lived with God. And I can only imagine that if heaven is the way I want it to be, and if God is the way I want him to be, that we would have felt unbelievable love and peace and comfort in his presence. And I think, and I hope, because if it's going to be heaven, this is the way I would like it to be, that it would have been hard to feel much different than that. We would have not wanted to disappoint him. And as part of not wanting to disappoint him, we would have been obedient to anything that he says, right? Like little children when they are just trying to please parents, maybe even before that, when we just wanted to do what he wanted. And I think that we probably wanted to be like him. But in my mind, that creates a problem, because if you are around someone that you feel so much love that you do not want to disappoint, that you don't learn to make decisions for yourself or to make mistakes. So in my mind, as I think it through, we would have had to leave his presence so that we could learn to be like him, learn everything we could from him, and then be willing and brave enough to go and suffer so that we could know joy. And when we reached that level of progression that we wanted, that God wasn't going to kick out his children. He wasn't going to make us leave his presence. We had to decide that for ourselves. But he was the only one that had power to send us away, to give us a place to even go. So he created a world for us, and he gave us Eden, like an in-between, a place where we were still with him, but not all the time, to exercise that agency, that decision-making. So then we get to where I was before, where he tells Adam and Eve, I want you to be like me, learn to be like me, want to, grow, progress, make those choices for yourself. And then he puts Adam alone and gives him the commandment, not as coercion or tricking, but as a vehicle for agency. If you eat this, you will surely die. This is your way of moving forward. And Adam immediately, or very quickly thereafter, sees Eve, who has now been placed in the garden, and says, I will protect her. She is the bone of my bones, or however he put it. And we will go together, because creation, even creating a unit that is like God, and that's what I guess I mean by creation of bodies, creation of progression, anything else would have to have been a man and a woman, just like creation of life, man and a woman together. Anyway, we'll stay together and progress until we can be like thee and come back. And so now Adam has the, shall I say, key to eating the fruit. But if he goes and eats the fruit before Eve is ready or willing, then he gets cast out and they're not together. And if he tells her, hey, Eve, you've got to go eat that fruit or we're stuck, then she might feel coerced or obligated or anything else. So Eve has to come to the realization herself of Adam's predicament, her predicament, and she has to be the one to decide, I am going to do this to progress. And she has to trust that Adam is going to follow her. And so she does. She eats the fruit. Adam, when he sees that, he eats it with her so that they can progress and move forward to be like God, as they had covenanted to be, to learn to be, obviously. We go through so much here, pain, heartache, not understanding, not remembering, because once we really know that suffering, we'll want that joy so much. We'll appreciate it. We'll know what we have, right? Anyway, just my thoughts that could or could not be right. I know it's complicated, and I'm sure I'm opening myself up to all sorts of debate, which I want. I want to understand it. But I will put this out here. I'm not even going to watch it, because what's really worse than watching yourself on video. So if I have misspoken or said something or worded it poorly, please have mercy. I guess we're all doing our best. Anyway, hopefully that helps.